Saying.
Alright.
So here we go. Quick shots.
Number one.
I'm Tim. This is Sue.
This is Matthew Edison.
Bada bang. we like to scroll through people's IMDb pages and find those little gems that kind of just those great characters that just stand out and last the test of time. And I want to know all about the nerdy student in Flash of Genius.
Oh, Flash of Genius. Well, that was really cool to work on that. I mean, it's one of those things where you, first of all, nerdy student. I was probably, maybe the nerd part was typecast, and it was great for me because I got to work with Greg Kinnear, and he was such a talented actor, real professional. He's a very he takes his work very seriously, and he was. It was really cool to watch him. It was like at that age, I don't know how old I was, but maybe I was in my late 20s or mid 20s or something. But you're kind of just taking notes almost. You're working with these people, and you're like, how is it they do what they do? And you're watching them work. And the director was so kind and very supportive, and to be honest, it was one of those things I thought, well, I'll probably end up on the cutting room floor. There's only a couple of smaller scenes, but I really like this script.
I don't have a name.
Yeah, nerdy student. Yeah, fat nurse number 2. So I was just, I wasn't expecting much. I just was appreciative for the job at the time. But then they did a screening here in Toronto, and the director came down and did a big presentation. And I remember being in the busy lobby at the moment, and he kind of bulleted over, and he came over and he was like, "Hey Matt, well, you were great." And so I was like, "Really?" I thought maybe I didn't make it into. He's like, "No, you're in it. We used all your scenes." And so that was pretty cool. It's the kind of thing you're only in it. Sometimes you're only in something for a little bit, and but people watch the movie because the bigger actor who's in it or the subject. And another one of those was Mama. Guillermo del Toro movie with Jessica Chastain, and who's also very, very cool to work with, very unpretentious, very funny, very silly, very playful.
Hashtag because Jessica Chastain.
So those kinds of experience, I was just, these little scenes, and as a Canadian actor, you often are just sort of, I don't want to say just filling out the background, it might sound a little derogatory, but it's more like, you're there to support the film in these sort of more minor. You're not there to be remembered. You're there to fulfill a role, a job. And so it's cool because friends will, or my family will rent those movies because they, And so then I'm not great at telling people when I'm in something. So they'll be like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? You're in this." And I was like, but to me, I'm
we can bury the lead, man.
Yeah, but it's hard to be like, hey, you should check out my new movie with Jessica Chastain. And it's like, if you blink, you'll miss me. So and you don't have the time.
Don't go to the washroom now.
Yeah, literally don't blink. But I love doing those things, and I'm always happy to have a job. But those ones are kind of interesting because the scripts tend to be better. The stories, I would always, I'd rather work in a great project in a small role than like the lead in a crappy story.
Sure.
Plus, you're always learning too. Like every experience when it's with people like that,
Totally.
There's so much you can learn from them, and just by watching them work too.
Absolutely, and sometimes it's the acting, and sometimes it's just the way they are on set. And sometimes it's their professionalism or their lack of, or it's the way they take the profession seriously, or the way they work. And I find those things kind of really fascinating. You at the end of the day, talent is in a way, it's not neither here nor there. It's important, but it's sort of towards the end that it becomes important. A lot of time it's, are you someone that you want to work with, and will you show up on time, and are you prepared, and like any job, but those people are successful a lot of the time because they work really hard and they are very good at what they do, and so you're kind of to not use that opportunity to take notes and just, watch and learn, and
And then we do a quick pause.